good evening to everyone. We all are here to talk about AP Microeconomics. So let's just get started. Before talking about AP Microeconomics, I want to talk about what economics is all about. So economics is all about decision making, that how humans make decision in the face of scarcity. Now, AP Microeconomics or Microeconomics specifically is a branch of economics where we deals with the economic principles, where we study the economic principle which help us in the individual's decision making. Like we talk about the individual consumers, suppliers, the firms that are associated with. Now we can explain the concept with the help of graphs, charts, or schedules also to have the better explanation. Now there are four big ideas for the courses. So first big idea is scarcity and market. As I told you that there are limited resources and we have like unlimited wants. Now it is associated with the choice that you need to make how to do the better allocation of the resources. Now big idea two is all about cost, benefit, and marginal analysis. See, when I talk about marginal analysis, it is a very important analysis for the optimal decision making because there are trade-offs associated with the decision making, and marginal analysis help us to make the optimal decision. Now, big idea three is production choices and behavior. Now, every firm or every unit actually want to minimize the cost and maximize their profit. So which actually influences the production. So there we are going to talk about in like production choices. And last four big idea is market inefficiency and public policy. What happens, the private firms actually are, sometimes they are inefficient. So public policy help us or help the firms to use their resources in an efficient manner. Now, as like any other AP courses, we also have two sections over here, section one and section two. Section one is all about multiple choice questions you will be having, and section two is free response questions. Multiple choice question, the number of MCQs will be 60 questions, and the time duration that they're going to allot it for this will be 70 minutes. So approximately you have 1 minute to answer one MCQ, and there will be 5 options, and you need to choose a correct answer from those A, B, C, D, E 5 options. Now, if I talk about the weightage of this section one is 67% of the AP scores. Now, move on to the section two over here, that is free response questions. So number of free response questions over here will be 3. One will be the long FRQ and 2 will be the short FRQs. The time that they're going to give for answering all 3 FRQs will be 60 minutes, and 10 minutes they're going to give you for planning. Like you need to read your questions, subparts of all the questions, and you need to plan out how to move ahead, where you need to draw the graph and where you need to write only the calculation has to be done or yes or no, something like this. Now the weightage over here is 33% of the AP scores of the FRQ. But one important thing that you should be able to remember over here, that long FRQ has 50% of the weightage from this 33%, and short FRQ has like 25%. So that is why long FRQ is very important in comparison to the short FRQ. The best part over here is no negative penalty or no negative marking. So you can answer all your multiple choice questions over there. Now moving ahead, now we're going to talk about the description of the course. So as you can see, there are 6 major units that we're going to talk about. So unit 1 is the basic economics concept. Now this particular unit is common for microeconomics and macroeconomics both. Here we talk about the basic economics concept, the specialization, how to take the advantage of specialization, the comparative advantage, absolute advantage. Now, unit 2 is all about supply and demand. That is the most important thing in economics. To understand the market, you should know the basics of supply and demand. What are the determinants? What are the shifters of the curve over there? And we also talk about the government interference in the form of price ceiling or price floor over here. Now, unit 3 is all about production cost and profit competition. As I told you, every firm has to analyze their cost now, that what is the cost associated. Now, if I talk about the market structure, now market structure plays a very important role in AP microeconomics. You'll be getting a lot of questions from this perfect competition model. MCQs also, as well as you will be getting free response question, and most of the time you get long FRQ from perfect competition. So please like you should have all the information about this perfect competition market structure. Now, unit 4 is all about imperfect competition. You always get question, as I told about the market structure. The imperfect competition comprises of monopoly, monopolistic competition, and oligopoly also. You can get the free response question from these 3 as well. Now, Unit 5 is all about factor market. You all know that factors of production of inputs are associated in the production. And for hiding those inputs, you need to pay something that are known as actually factor payments. So we are going to talk about this in detail in the Unit 5 factor market. And last unit is all about market failure and the role of government. Here we talk about the externalities, and as I told, that private firms are not that much efficient, so that is why externalities are always there, and how government plays a role in imposing the taxes on the firms and giving the subsidies, and how it actually increases or decreases the production, and how it has an impact on the market basically. So this is like overview of the course. Now let's talk about how to answer the free response question. This is a very important question over here. Now always take the advantage of 10 minutes planning time, because this will give you the idea where actually what to write. Okay, so please take the advantage, read your questions carefully, read all the subparts carefully, and then please answer your question. Now remember that you may answer the question in any order. It doesn't matter that you need to write the first FRQ in the starting and then you need to write the last FRQ. No, you can start with second, third, whatever you know it perfectly, you can start with that particular number of FRQ. Now don't restate the question. That is very important, because in a school we always have a habit of restating the question, but here it is not needed. So please do not waste your time in restating the question, and directly come to the point, and whatever they're asking, please do write it directly. Now use correct terminology means FRQs should always be backed with the data, wherever they are referring to the explanation part of it, and wherever you want to explain with the help of marginal benefit as the term, marginal cost, average product, please do mention it. Please do also mention the formulas wherever it is needed. Now use graph wisely. Now graphs are the crucial tool in economics. So you should know how to make all the graphs that are associated with the subject. And wherever, if suppose they're not asking to make the graph and you can explain your answer very beautifully with the help of graph, so please, you can go ahead. There is no negative marking or something like this. You'll be getting the added advantage for explaining it so beautifully. Now, graphs, when you're making, please do label it, because labeling plays a very important role. If it is not labeled, you won't be getting any score for it. Now, FRQs are available on the College Board website. So I'll request whosoever is preparing for the AP Micro, you all can visit the website. You can all visit the free response question of previous years that are there on the website. And please do refer to the scoring guidelines that is given by the College Board. It will help you how to answer the free response question efficiently. Now, the exam date that they have mentioned on the College Board website is 6th May 2022. And very important thing over here, that calculators aren't permitted in any of the economics exams. So students generally get confused with this. So all the calculations that you need to do manually. So you generally get the basic calculation part only. Now, resources that you can use to prepare for AP Microeconomics can be Princeton Review, Barron's, McGraw-Hill, 5 Steps to a 5. And every publisher's book, you will be able to find 2 to 3 mock papers are there. So you can refer to it. You can attempt all these mock papers before attempting your final AP exam. So this will give you the idea that how you need to answer your questions. And one more important thing that no prerequisites are needed in AP Economics, AP Micro or Macro. So you can go ahead and you can attempt this AP, or you can choose this AP over here. So thank you. I hope I have answered, like I have given the overview of it.